Hey everyone, this is more of an update video after a long break while I dealt with a lot of personal changes and challenges, and we're gonna use this time-lapse of me painting a self-portrait for the International Self-Portrait Day that is today. I've never had the opportunity to work on a lot of events like this, either because I wasn't very organized or didn't have a lot of time because of, life getting in the way, or because, frankly, I'm not fast enough to keep up, but because I'm now in a position where I can take a breather and settle in, take it slow. I thought it was the best opportunity to get back into painting and working on some other projects in the background that you'll probably see soon enough, while also addressing some issues with my process that I always struggle with. Well, this time I don't have an excuse anymore. So I have all the time and the peace that I need because I've recently moved to Stockholm. So I'm gonna share some thoughts about all of this. The start of this portrait began in Adobe Fresco, which recently had a very important update, I believe. It became basically free for everyone because they're trying to compete with Procreate, I assume. And I gave it an honest shot. I really like the ink live remover thingy that helps with inking. You can cut pieces out that you don't need without affecting the rest of the line art. That's a very useful feature. But other basic functionalities that I keep using, coming from Photoshop and exploring in Clip Studio or Krita, it was just disappointing, man. Like, as always, products from Adobe just disappoint me. I know they can integrate a lot of the functionalities that I use on and on daily on my work, whether it's design, artwork, whatever it is. It's really unfair that each program lacks functionalities that would make the tool whole and intuitive. And Adobe Fresco is another one that lacks a lot of the functionalities that you can find easily in Photoshop or in Illustrator, and it's really unfair that they're trying to create this artificial need for you to use 6 apps or whatever for one project. But if you're a creative, I'm sure just as me, you're sick of talking about this company, so I switched to Krita back so I can complete this painting without too much hassle and remove unnecessary blockages and friction between me trying to get my hand and flow back and the tool I'm using. And of course, the theme was really easy because I mainly do portraits, and it's always a struggle to make your own face. You have to deal with what you think you look like, and there's this dichotomy between an idealized version of yourself living at the same time with another version of yourself that has all of its flaws increased and exaggerated. And you have to actually detach from assumptions and actually observe. And I think this time I kinda nailed it. Of course, I went and exaggerated a lot of the things, just stylistically. And yeah, I know, I look dead. I don't know why there's this tendency to go towards very dark themes and visual choices, and the other whimsical side that, frankly, so far with the projects I shared on this channel aren't really present. But I want to believe that I bounce between two extremes of very dark and melancholic, while going the other way, the whimsical and free. Maybe one side is the darkness, I guess, and the other side is the idealized version that I strive to attain. It's really fun to explore and be creative without expectations again. And I hope this period allows me to cover some technical issues that I'm having with my artwork, like the fundamentals that we all should practice very often, as well as allow myself the freedom to explore stuff that I don't normally do. As always, change is scary and it's weird. Like the most obvious thing that I could change in my artwork is to make it more colorful. And I'm not sure why I have a very strong resistance against it. But I promise I'm gonna work on it, and know every time that you see a more bright or saturated color that there's just some progress being made towards that end. Other than that, I'm working on another project, another painting, a very complex one that's challenging, based on a story I received from one of my subscribers, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm really sorry it took this long, but as I said, I moved to another country and I moved to Stockholm exactly 1 month ago, and it's been great. It's an adjustment period, but I'm very excited and very open to everything that I've been seeing so far around me. It's so much better. I know I have rose-colored glasses right now because I have a lot of deep connection with this country for some reason, even though I'm more of what you would call Mediterranean or East European. But since I was a teenager, I had this slow but steady pull towards Sweden. And the stereotypes I've found so far, even though I haven't interacted with many Swedes, as always, they're exaggerated. They're really warm and friendly. The language is sing-songy, of course, and I'm slowly trying to learn some words. But it's always annoying when you try to go to a store with your script ready and the person behind the counter goes off script and you don't know how to answer or what they said, and you gotta switch back to English. But I promise I'm trying. It's really nurturing to my soul to be surrounded by so much nature. We're in the middle of the capital city and there's nature everywhere. It really feels like I'm closer to Skyrim. I really have a strong connection to that game, especially the soundtrack. It's my safe place. Even though it's colder here, there is so much fresh air and so much space around us. You could just have a walk, have a stroll in a forest because there are forests everywhere within walking distance. Oh, and 2 weeks ago on Saturday, while cleaning, we live on the first floor and a group of 4 deer appeared just eating and just looking around, and we were really excited. Just seeing deer at your window from your living room is something else. But yeah, for the rest of this year, I plan to take it slow and address some issues with my process. I want it to be more reliable and simple and faster, of course, because I want to participate in more challenges and create more pieces of artwork and design and illustration, whatever sparks my interest, as well as getting back into world building and D&D and narrating, and hopefully develop more interesting things for you to look at or listen to. I don't know. This entire project is a big I don't know. If we would take into account the advice we see online for brands, for small businesses, for creators, it's always about niching down. It's always about making everything as efficiently and sterile as possible with no risk and no exploration, and I'm just not about that life. This is Bailorun. It's my creative outlet. The creative process and the creative energy is the main niche, I suppose. Not the fact that I'm a painter that paints fantasy-inspired things, or not the fact that I'm a designer or brand developer or whatever. We can keep that side back on LinkedIn, where that sort of simplification is required. But when I'm doing my own thing, I want to spread my wings as far as possible. I've been thinking about the common themes between my interests and my creation in general. Be it storytelling or voice acting, or I know this is not really voice acting, it's just a fun thing to do, or art or design. And there's not a visual or clear theme that might encompass everything I'm trying to do. There's just this apparent need for self-expression without boundaries. What's the worst that can happen? Some strangers don't like my work, or the algorithms don't favor me in search results. I don't care. I mean, I'm sharing the creative energy and passion. That's my main thing. And that's what I want to develop and focus on. It's the idea followed by whatever tools best serves that idea. It's not the tool first. It's not the medium first. If I ever have a really cool idea that might require some new skills like sound design or music production or art installation, well, then I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna learn how to do that. Because the vastness of my creative pursuits is way too large, and it does not deserve to be called content. And it does not deserve to be reduced to one or two things, one or two themes, one or two mediums. There is something to be said about the confidence of age. I don't think I would have had the courage to accept all the things that are different about me when I was younger, even though I was rebellious and had a problem with fitting in and authority and... oh, hold on, I have to say it like in Baldur's Gate. Authority. No, I don't think I nailed it. Anyway, it's really easy for me now to follow without shame what my soul craves. So if something nurtures my soul, or there's something that I really care about, I can pursue it no matter the cost. In my private life, I did not connect to the values and the mentality of the country I come from. And I feel my place is here, at least for now. In my creative endeavors and work and career, I guess, I can accept how many opportunities I might miss because I'm not compromising myself. At the end of the day, I'm a creative person, and this comes with a difficult life by default. This is the dragon I want to confront every day. And I hope you enjoy our day-to-day dance while we navigate this really strange and confusing world, while doing our best to find the beauty in it. Goodbye for now.